Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we are going to talk about fish food, and I'm going to talk about the fish food that I usually use and which is the main part of what I feed to my fish. Now I've mentioned this in many videos that I only keep small fish like danios, guppies, platies, mollies and neon tetras, cardinal tetras, usually small kips including betas. The reason I don't keep bigger fish is because it limits my space and I can't keep a lot of fishes. But when it comes to small fish, you can keep a lot of fishes when you have a small number of tanks. So this is TetraBits complete, and there is a doubt among people, there is a lot of speculation among people whether this product is originally from Tetra or not. And the reason for that is because if you look on their original website, there is no product on their website that says TetraBits. Now I'm not sure whether this is originally from Tetra or not, or maybe some other Chinese company who actually manufacture for Tetra is rebranding this and selling this in different countries with TetraBits. So there is a couple of reasons why people don't trust this to be original. Is because if you look at some of the spellings, let me focus. If you look here, if the camera focuses, there you can see that the spelling of radiant is wrong. The spelling of radiant should be radiant, but the spelling here is rediant, which is wrong, and that's why some people says that it is not original. The other thing people say is that you can also check the originality of the box by searching this barcode number. I did the search and it did come out to be from Tetra, but people can easily copy this number and paste this on their own bottles. The other thing that people say is the box. The box looks very similar, and the other thing that people also say is that it says made in Germany, but there is also some kind of Chinese written on there. However, I'm not going to be talking about whether this is original or not. I'm going to be focusing on whether this food is good for your fish or not. Now I feed a variety of fish. Currently in my house I only have danios, and I'm feeding them this for a very long time now, and they eat it without any problem. Almost every fish that I have ever kept have consumed this without any problem. And as far as the originality is concerned, the first thing that you need to look for is the Tetra logo on the box. If you see the Tetra logo, open the box and you will find some food. I've already opened this package because I am using this, and on the tin foil you can see there is also Tetra branding on the tin foil as well. So this is one other way of telling whether your fish food is original or not. And some people say that the original fish food sink, the original fish food float, and the original fish food makes the water color a little bit reddish. In my experience of using this, it definitely sinks, it doesn't float. Yes, it floats a little bit for a couple of seconds, but then it sinks at the bottom, and it doesn't make your water cloudy. It doesn't leave any kind of coloration in the water, so that's completely lie. So as far as the food is concerned, you can see that the food is not your round circles. These are not even flakes. These are basically some kind of random curly food. You can easily take this in your pinch and crumble it, but I don't do that because when you crumble it, it easily dissolves in water, and it can you will also be wasting a lot of food, and your fish will not be able to consume the food. So what I do is basically I don't crumble them a lot. I just take a pinch and add the pinch to my tank. Eventually the food becomes a little soggy and the fish are easily able to consume it. I've tried this food with different fish, beta, danios, tetras, and almost serpe tetras, and almost all the fish eat it without any problem. So let's just give this food to our fish and show you how the fish reacts when I give this to my fish food. Other thing that I feed my fish is some very cheap pellets. So this is a cheap pellet that I also feed my fish. I bought this for about 40 rupees from a local market, and this is the cheapest food that you can buy in the market. You can also get this at a cheaper price. This is not the original box. It came in a packet, so I had this container, so I added the food in this. So these are basically micro pellets. that you can give to your smaller fishes. Also, you can give this food to your bigger fish, but that would not be very economical because this is a little expensive. So the price in my city where I have to pay like 140 rupees for this box, and this is a 30-gram box, and this cost me about 30 to 25 to 40 rupees depending upon how much big size you're buying. Another thing that I give to my fish is the Optimum cheap food, Optimum micro pellets, so the fish eats it without any problem. So what I like to do is basically mix match different foods, and I feed my fish about 2 or 3 times a day depending upon how warm the temperature is. If it is very warm, I feed my fish about 3 times, and if it is not that warm, I feed my fish 2 times. So let's just give this food to our fish and see how the fish reacts. Okay, so here is my tank. Let's remove the lid. This is not a permanent lid. This is basically a piece of thermocol that I am using currently. So let's remove the lid. And at the moment there are only 4 danios. I've added a couple of pots to give them some hiding space. There are only 4 danios, but I will be adding more, at least 4 more, maybe today or tomorrow, but I will make a video when I will do that. And there is a couple of bio bowls, so let's take a little bit of food. A pinch should be enough for 4 danios, and that's there. So let's see how the fish reacts. I usually feed my fish in this corner, so let me add it there. And as you can see, the pellets are sinking down. And the fish are eating without any problem. Don't worry, it may look like a lot of food at the moment, but the fish will be able to consume it within 5 or 10 minutes without any problem. One thing that I forgot to mention is the smell of the food. The food smells like, some people chew tobacco and they mix some limestone with that. That's how the food tastes. The food smells like. It doesn't smell any bad. It doesn't smell like anything, but it smells like a little bit of tobacco. So the smell is not very bad. It's kind of, I find it really pleasing. Apart from some other cheap foods that you buy from the market that smells really horrible. So this is the 30-gram bottle of the food TetraBits Complete, and I think I really like this food. The way I'm using is this food is basically kind of staple with other different cheap foods. And what I do is basically I give my fish cheap food in the morning, in the morning I feed my fish the TetraBits. In the afternoon I feed my fish cheap pellets, and at night I feed my fish either cheap pellets or the TetraBits Complete again. So as you can see, this is 30-gram bottle, and it will last you about more than 6-7 months without any problem, or maybe more than that. It doesn't get bad very easily because I've been using this food for a very long time now, and this is like my 3rd bottle, and I haven't had this smell bad or go bad on me. So there we go. This was my video on the TetraBits Complete. I know there are a lot of speculation whether this is original or not, but I think this video was more focused on whether this food is good for your fish or not. And I've told you a couple of things what you need to look at. The tin foil should have the Tetra marking, and the food should sink. It doesn't make your water red colored, and the smell of the food is like tobacco with limestone mixed in. So there we go. This was my video. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. So as you can see, some of the particles are a little bigger. You can crumble them in your hand, but I don't do that because if you crumble them, some of the part becomes a little powdery and which easily dissolves in water and makes your water dirty. So I don't crumble them. I just throw them in the tank, and eventually within 5 or 10 minutes they will be able to finish all of it up. And when I said it makes the water dirty, it doesn't make water cloudy at all. I mean, it will increase the ammonia and the waste product inside your tank. That's why I don't crumble the food. Other than that, it doesn't make the water cloudy. As you can see, the water is crystal clear, and I've been feeding this for the past 8-9 days without any problem. As you can see, most of the food is already gone. Some of the food is stuck on the bio balls, and that's what I talk about when I say that bio balls are pretty good for a bare bottom tank in which you don't have sand or gravel. So basically, because of the water movement, the bio balls keep on moving, and the food gets stuck to them, as you can see there. And when they are moving, the waste particle or the extra food gets stuck to them, and if the fish wants to eat it, it can go to the bio ball and take the food out of it. Not really out of it, but if it is really stuck on the surface of the bio ball, it can take the food. Other than that, the bio ball can pretty much collect all the waste, and when I clean my tank, all I have to do is basically take the bio balls out and clean them. And as you can see, there is also some food stuck to the bio ball at the end, and the fish will get to that shortly.